See, this country is in oppression because our leaders are puppets. Now, who are they puppets to? They are puppets to the people that created this country. I always tell people, they are not even, our president self is not even the one in power. And the way the colonial masters did it, they manipulated it in such a way that you don't have anybody to meet. Like this, we are going out to the streets now to protest. We are going to call on the president, Tinubu. But you don't actually know that Tinubu is somebody's boy. He's answering to somebody. And that person, those people are the actual people that we need to fight.
Funaya, I'm going to tag you. I'm sure that's your name. If you are a good Nigerian, you will respond to me. Because most times, our content creators who God has blessed and they now have a large followership, when you message them, you tag them, you respond to them, you give them comments, they don't respond. And at the end of the day, all of us end up blaming Britain. You get? We always blame Britain. Please, I would like to draw your attention to these things. I would appreciate if you can actually respond, okay? Some years ago, prior to 2024, Facebook wasn't paying Nigerians. They said you must live in a country that is eligible before you can be paid. And some Nigerians who have been so, privileged, so fortunate to find themselves in eligible countries, came online. They started taxing Nigerians who are living in Nigeria, taxing them money. They were asking them for money. There is a certain amount. There was one I chat up that I wanted to monetize my Facebook. I think 60,000 or be something like that, and I will still have to be the one to do the work. And these Nigerians who are living in an eligible country, they know how difficult it is here back home. They know. At times, when they monetize your channel and they discover that your channel is doing well, they will kick you out. So all the years of sweat, everything, down the drain. Who did that to you? A Nigerian. Let me take everyone watching me right now to the early days. In the 80s, crude oil was discovered in Nigeria. And the aborigines, the indigenes living in the oil region of Nigeria were complaining bitterly about the environmental degradation, the pollution, and the diseases that the activities of these multinational oil companies were causing the Niger Deltans and the environment. And what did the Nigerian federal government do? The federal government, who is also Nigerians, decided to mobilize other Nigerians who are known as the army soldiers, sent them there to go and kill innocent people asking for a better life. What was their crime? Because they live in oil region. That is the only crime they committed. And when these soldiers, the army, got to the Niger Delta, they saw how devastating, how deteriorating, how dilapidated, how destroyed the soil was or is. They still brought out their guns and they kill innocent Nigerians asking for a better life. And when you ask them till date, they deny. They deny. Are the army not ashamed of themselves? Their morale is always high when it comes to armless civilians. If you what's come to us and allocate your idea, buy me. I know you may want to say that the British government brainwashed Nigerian government, but don't we have our brain? In recent times, I think 2023 here, when the British government and NATO was trying to push Tinubu to attack Niger, did Tinubu attack Niger despite the threat? Don't we have our brain? If they push you to slap your brother, you go ahead and slap your brother solely because someone, an external person, asks you to slap your brother. Let's leave that aside. What about our leaders looting money that they know they cannot even finish eating in their lifetime? And they know the children they are giving birth to probably may not be able to take care of the money or utilize the money, invest it judiciously. But they still loot the money, put millions of people in poverty. What about that? Now, let me tell you something very clear now. It is not about government. It is about who the African man is. An African person is a self-centered person, highly greedy, full of pride, for nothing. That is the reason, because we have these characters in us. This is the reason it is so easy for the British government, the United States to, meander their way into us, make us puppets and they control us because they've promised us money. They've promised us favor. So we don't care about our brothers. We don't care about the other African people, provided my own is sure. My own don't say it. I go get money past everybody, now me go rule over them. Let's start it. This is the reason. Because listen, the truth sets one free. For us to actually free ourselves, we need to know the truth. And we should stop pointing fingers to others because the rest are facing us. Always pointing finger, Britain. Ask yourself, is a Nigerian actually interested in anything Nigeria? We criticize Britain unnecessarily, yet our youths are flooding their streets, running over there, gathering millions of naira to run over there. Newsflash, Nigeria is not the only country in these dark times. Some time ago, Dubai was in their dark time. China found themselves in the situation that Nigeria is today. But what did they do? Did Chinese youth gather millions of their currency to run to Europe? Or did the Arabs gather money to run to Europe? They chained their hands together and they built their country. We need to stop this blame game. As Africans, we are not good people. We need to first of all look at ourselves, look within and tell us that we can be better. If I need to start this whole series, you will hate the African man. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm sorry if I'm coming this hard, but I'm just this straightforward. I don't know how to hide anything. If you want to talk about blacks, patronizing blacks, let's be truthful. Do we patronize anything Nigerian? Do we? Want to talk about football? Our youths are obsessed with England, Premier League, La Liga, and the rest of them. But look at our own. Nothing. We are ready to pay huge money to sit down, watch these guys, Hurricane and the rest of them. Maguire, Declan Rice. How many people sit down to watch the Nigerian league? You see, the level of... I don't even know what to say. I obviously don't even know where to start from. So, blaming Britain when we are so choked with greediness, with how to cut corners, with how to dupe the other person, I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right. We are not doing ourselves any good. We are not better people. We are not good people. I see a lot of people making reference to the slavery and whatever. For your information, slavery started in Africa before the coming of the British guys. Portuguese. Name them the Europeans. Let's stop all this blame game. Let's look at ourselves. Look at our leaders looting money. And we, the citizens, we have responsibility in the government. Our responsibility is to make sure we hold our public officials accountable. But we have failed woefully. And we have the guts and the temerity to attack our public officials who are also failures. In our own little corner, we failed. And let me tell you now, Nigerians are not criticizing and attacking the government solely because they want to correct the wrong. No, that's not what we're doing. We're only attacking the government because we are not benefiting. You need to know the difference. We are not benefiting. That's the reason if anybody gets appointed now, bam, your mouth closed. No matter the vigor and the rigor you're using to criticize the government, once you are now close to the corridor of power, fem. Why? Me, myself, and I. Self-centeredness. Greed. We need to change. We need to change. I think a lot of the videos that I'll be doing concerning this topic, I'll be tagging you, my dear, because I like your presentation, to be honest. I'm not trying to tell you that Britain is not part of the problem. No. Why Britain is the root cause of our problems, in recent times, we have actually taken over the root. Are you getting me? Let me say this and let me end it. If any multinational company in Nigeria decide to tie any road to any location, you will see the youths of that community. They will come out. They will start asking for development fee, start asking for all manners of fees. Even if you want to build your house, you are done paying money to the local government council and everything. They're giving you every paper. Boys will still come around. And if the multinational company say, no, we can't pay this, the boys are ready to chase them away so that the road can remain like that. All over the nation, this thing is happening. Let's tell ourselves the truth. When I say they will not result, they tell us, go chichichi, go chon chon chon, like this, you know they pray, and not fool you.